When I turned 60, life didn't slow down. It became quieter. And in that quiet, I started hearing things I missed for decades. Lessons not taught in school, not spoken out loud, but learned through loss, love, time, and silence. If you're lucky, you learn them early. If you're like me, they come when you finally have time to listen. These are 10 life lessons I wish I had learned sooner. And maybe now is the perfect time for you to hear them. Lesson 1. Time is not money. It's more valuable. You can make money back. You can't make time back. In my 40s, I worked 60 hours a week to secure the future. I missed birthdays, skipped dinners, and declined trips, always saying, next year when things calm down. At 60, I realized the future I was preparing for already passed. I had the house, the savings, but the people? Some were gone, some grew distant, some waited too long for my time. Don't trade your now for a someday that might never come. Lesson 2. Health isn't just physical. It's everything. I used to think health was about avoiding hospitals, but it's much more than that. At 62, I was technically healthy, no major issues, but I was tired, irritable, and unmotivated. Turns out, mental and emotional health matter just as much. When I started walking outside every morning, eating simpler, and journaling once a week, I didn't just lose weight. I lost stress. Your body, mind, and soul are not separate. Treat them all with care. Lesson 3. Silence isn't empty. It's full of answers. There was a time when silence made me uncomfortable. I'd fill the space with noise, music, TV, chatter, anything but stillness. But one morning I sat on the porch in silence. No distractions, just breathing. And it hit me. I've been running from my own thoughts for years. In silence, you meet yourself. You hear your fears, your dreams, your truths. And only then can you begin to heal. Lesson 4. Most arguments are a waste of time. I've won so many arguments and lost so much peace. I argued over opinions, egos, pride, but I can barely remember what most of those arguments were about. I do remember the silence that followed, the tension, the regrets. Now I ask myself, do I want to be right or do I want to be close? 9 times out of 10, closeness wins. Lesson 5. Memories last longer than possessions. The TV I bought in 2002 is long gone, but I still remember sitting on the floor, watching cartoons with my daughter, eating cereal out of the box. Objects break, get replaced, but moments, they stay etched in your heart. I've started giving gifts that are experiences, a weekend trip, a family dinner, a handwritten letter. They cost little and mean everything. Collect memories, not things. Lesson 6. Loneliness isn't inevitable, but it requires action. After retirement, I expected more visits, more calls, but they didn't come. Not because people stopped caring, but because I stopped reaching out. I learned to pick up the phone. I sent birthday cards, made random thinking of you calls, and slowly connection returned. Loneliness grows in silence. Connection grows in effort. Be the one who reaches first. Lesson 7. Forgiveness is for you, not them. I carried a grudge for 12 years. Every time I thought about them, I felt heavy. One day I wrote a letter I never sent. I poured it all out, then burned it. That day I finally breathed fully again. Forgiveness doesn't make them right. It makes you free. Release what hurts. Keep what heals. Lesson 8. There's never a perfect time to start. I put off learning guitar for 20 years. Next year, I said, then again, and again. At 65, I bought a cheap used one and learned my first song, Let It Be. It sounded awful, but it felt amazing. The perfect moment? It's always now. Whether it's a new hobby, a trip, or telling someone you love them, start imperfectly. But start. Lesson 9. Everyone is fighting a battle you can't see. That grumpy waiter, his mom just entered hospice. The driver who cut you off, he just lost his job. Your quiet neighbor, she cries at night. The older I get, the more I realize everyone wears masks. Pain hides well, so I smile first. I offer kindness first, not because they deserve it, but because maybe they need it more than I know. Lesson 10. Aging is not a curse. It's a gift. People fear aging. I did too, until I saw classmates pass away at 50, friends at 55, parents before 70. Every year I live is a year someone else didn't get. I've stopped hiding my wrinkles. I earned them. I've stopped wishing to be young again. I live that version of me. Now I'm learning this version, and he's wiser, calmer, and finally, at peace. These lessons aren't commandments. They're footprints, left behind by someone who walked too fast for too long and finally learned to slow down and listen. If even one of these lessons speaks to you, I've done my part. Share this with someone younger or older, because no matter the age, it's never too late to learn something new.